This is Julie Muller. This video I'm going to show you how to import a course introduction module that's preloaded with several good things that'll help you get started with your class. Some sample home pages, links to the master syllabus page and instructor page, which you can then further customize to your page in your directory item, and as well as integrity policy, an optional online student statement, and a discussion forum. You can load this module up and then edit and adjust this to your particular needs. Where you will find this module is in the Commons area. This Commons area, if you've not been introduced to it, it's just an area, a consortium of various items that you can, and resources that you can utilize inside your classroom that someone else has shared with you. This could be public across the whole Canvas community, as well as inside particular consortiums within our whether for college Canvas community. So I'm going to have you click on training, which is my area, and I have three things here. I've got your course module introduction that I'm referring to in this video, as well as outside of that, I have the online sample homepage as well as the face-to-face sample page that you could just put in just those pages as a sample homepage. But this video is going to be on this module. The mechanics for all three of these is the same for importing into your classroom. We're going to click on the module. Again, this is an item that tells you what things are going to be put into the classroom and gives you a little bit of a preview of what you're importing. Over here are a list of all of the training courses. Oh, I have several, obviously, but all of the courses that you have access to will be listed here to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into my master course and take a look at it there. So I'm clicking only on my master course, but again, you can import this into several places at once. So I'm going to click on that and click import into course, which will come up here. It'll say you have successfully imported this item into that course. So now I just need to go to that course. I'll click on my dashboard here. I'm going to click on my master classroom, and because I know it's a module, that is where I'm going to go look to locate this module that I have imported. So as you see here, this is a typical when you've imported some from Moodle into your classroom. My classroom is set by default to show the modules as my home page. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to set the home page that I have put in my module as the home page for your classroom. But first, let's go check out that module that you imported. You're going to click on modules, and by default, it's going to put the newly imported module at the very bottom of all your other modules if you've been working with your course or have imported it from Moodle as I have here. So here we go. Here's that course introductions module that I have imported. And at this point, if I want to utilize this as my start, I'm going to need to probably push that to the top of all my other modules because this is my introductory one. And instead of clicking and dragging this to the top of the course, which would take me a long time because I have a lot of modules, the fastest way to move it to the very top of your other modules is to click on the gear next to the introduction module and click Move To. And then I'm going to tell it right here above my other start menu that came in with my Moodle import. So I'm going to move it before all my other modules. So I click Move, and that's going to be at the top of my screen instead of at the very bottom. And now I can begin to work with this module. So I could choose which of these pages suits my needs for my class. It is the online hybrid sample homepage. I will show you how to set that as your homepage in just a moment. Again, each of these items, check them out. If you want to modify anything that you see in here, you can. If you do not want to utilize the item, you can sit there and click on the cog next to the item and remove it. So I'm going to remove, for example, this face-to-face sample homepage, which says I know I'm not going to need it. But if you see something like the online student statement, That's it's like if you're face-to-face, you do not need the online student statement, which is something that I created. That is just a nice statement to get the students to recognize that they have read all of your start of course documents. You can, this is just a kind of like a quiz question. You can have this state anything you want it to state. I just found it to be a very useful thing to do for me. My first week of class is to get my students not only to do the integrity policy, but also to recognize and say that they understand the requirements that I've set out in my start of course documents. Okay, so that's one thing you might want to either edit to your own purposes, which you would do with your editing button here, or if you're not going to use it at all, if you're face-to-face, you may want to delete that item from your start of course menu. So with that, again, with any item that you're going to have in here, if you click the cog, you can choose remove to remove the item. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the sample homepage that I have in here, which is just a really nice start homepage. This is when I talk about a homepage, again, it's the page that the students will land on. So I've tried to make kind of a generic one here that would be good for anybody to start out with. Of course, you're going to want to edit that and customize this to have the course name and the semester name here, which, you click on the edit. You would get into your editing mode for your homepage, and all you'd have to do is come in here and highlight that and put your course name in there. And then I want to go ahead and put desktop publishing. And then highlight and tell them which semester we are in, spring 2017. Okay, so then of course you can come in here and further modify any of these statements to suit your needs. I do already have the links working properly. So let me save and show that to you. One of the really great things that I have is that when this gets imported, all of these will work the same way for you. So when the students click on modules, it will go straight to modules for them, which is a great way, because I think the most confusing thing to the students new to Canvas is, where do I find the content? How do I see what's going on with the classroom? And the modules is a great place to do that. Again, clicking back to the home page here, I have also a wonderful link straight to their grades so they can go to the grade book. Okay, so now they can see their grades. Now, I'm going to show you how to set this as your home page as the next item on your agenda. Once you get this all set up and looking good, the first thing you have to do to make this be your home page, the page that the students will land on, is that you need to go to your pages area right here inside your classroom and locate my home page here that I've created for you, which is that little sample home page for your student, for your online hybrid home page. All right. Then on the cog down here, you're going to say, use this as my front page. Once you've denoted that that is the front page of your classroom, the next step to make it your home page is to click on home, bring up the home page, which is by default set to that modules mode, which is not very welcoming to the students. We want to set it to this new home page. So to do that, we're going to actually scroll to the bottom. I have to, because I have a low resolution screen. It's always the bottom. If you have a high resolution screen, it's going to be over to your right. You're going to see these options here, one of them being to choose your home page. If you click on choose on home page, again, by default, it's set to course modules, but we're going to set it to the front page that we have denoted already in our pages area within our classroom. Okay, so I've set that. I hit save, and now my home page is going to be this new welcome to class home page that I have put into that module for you, or you are ready to update. Now, again, when you hit the edit, you can change this up here. I say this is a sample page. You just might want to say, it is the ARTC 1313 home page. All right, so those are the minimum customizations that you're going to want to use. Again, completely up to you how else you might want to further welcome the students to your class. Okay, so that is how to import that welcome module, how to start modifying the module or move it into place and start modifying. You can put additional items, obviously, into that opening module to get the students up and running into the course. One of the things that I really like in it on the homepage that I created that is a sample homepage is that there's also a quick link for the students here to get them up and running in the Canvas. So, okay, that's all for this video. If you have any questions or problems with importing that Welcome to Course module that can be utilized by both face-to-face and for online classrooms, don't hesitate to contact me or visit me in one of my triage labs, and I will help you import this into your classroom.